Hello guys, today we are going to discuss comparing and ordering fractions can be ascending order or descending order, vice versa. Our objectives, number one, comparing fractions, to arranging fractions from ascending to descending order and vice versa. And number three, showing interest in doing the assigned tasks for better results. In comparing similar fractions, the greater numerator, the larger fraction. Nakuha ninyo ang ibig niyo sabihin? In comparing fraction or similar fractions, so when we say similar fractions, all the denominators of them or the denominators of all given fractions are the same, no? Yun po yung tinatawag nating similar fractions. Intindihan? Now, sabi niya doon, the greater numerator, the larger fraction. Yan po yung ibig niya sabihin. For example, we have here, compare the fractions given below using the symbols less than, greater than, or equal. Number one, we have here 2/7 being compared with 3/7. Now, similar fractions ang given po sa number one because equal po yung ating denominators. Okay, so 2/7 and 3/7. So sabi doon, in comparing similar fractions, all you have to do is look at the numerators. The greater numerator, the larger or greater fraction. Okay po? Naintindihan? So, ibig sabihin, yung 3/7 po ay mas mataas kaysa 2/7. Now, since 2/7 is being compared with 3/7, therefore, less than po ang ating symbol. So, how to read this? 2/7 is less than 3/7. What if nakalimutan po yung ruling that the greater numerator is the larger? What shall we do? Wala, hindi ko alam i-compare. Parang ganun, no? You can compare. You can apply the cross multiplication. So, multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. So, cross multiply. 7 times 2 is 14. You put the product, no, over the 2. Okay? Then, multiply also the numerator of the second fraction with the denominator of the first fraction. So, 7 times 3 is 21. Ilagay po yung 21 sa itaas ng 3. Okay po? Naintindihan? So, again, ang kinukumpara po natin dito ay yung 2/7 with 3/7. So, that's why 2/7 is less than 3/7. Pag binaliktad mo po yan, nag-interchange ng position si 2/7 and 3/7, dito po ilagay si 3. Siyempre, nakaharap yung less than, yung greater symbol, no? I-reverse po natin, nakaharap sa 3/7. Naintindihan? Number 2, 3/11, ikukumpara sa 1/11. Look at the numerators. Ano pong mas mataas? Yung 3 o yung 1?
3.
Yung 3. O kaya nakaharap po yung ating inequality symbol sa 3/11. So how to read this? 3/11 is greater than 1/11. Number 3. Ano mas mataas? Is it 5 or 6?
6.
6 po, no? So therefore, 5/7 is less than 6/7. So yun po yung ating idea, no? In comparing similar fractions, no? The greater numerator, the greater or larger fraction. Okay? In comparing fractions with the same numerator naman po, numerator after those after that common denominator, no? Ito naman po ay common numerators. In comparing fractions with the same numerators, the smaller denominator, the greater fraction. Aba, baliktad ano? So, mas mababang denominator, mas mataas na fraction po. Okay? So, pare-pareho po ang numerator natin. Ang magkakaiba lang yung denominator. Take a look with our example. Compare the fractions given below using the symbol is less than, is greater than, or equal to. Number 1. Tignan niyo yung number 1, given number 1. So, 7, parehong 7 po yung ating numerators. Tapos ang ating denominator, 15 at saka 12. Alin dyan ang mas mababa na denominator?
12.
12.
Yung
12.
12.
Yung 12, ang pinakamababang denominator. Obviously, ito po yung pinakamababang denominator. Pero ang sabi niya doon, mas mababang denominator, the larger or greater fraction. Okay, so therefore, 7 over 15 is less than 7 over 12. So, anong ibig sabihin? Mas maliit po ang 7 over 15 kaysa 7 over 12. So, ibig sabihin, mas malaki po yung 7 over 12. Naintindihan? Next, number 2. Alin mas mataas, 13 or 17?
13 po.
13.
13.
Okay, 13 po ang ano. Okay? Sa denominator tayo at tumingin. So, mas mababang denominator, mas greater daw ang fraction. So, 3 over 13 is greater than 3 over 17. And of course, number 3, both numerators and denominators. So, equal po. So, numerators parehong 5, denominators parehong 7. Therefore, the equality symbol equal po ang ating ilalagay. Okay po. Pagpatuloy. Let us have a practice. Arrange the following fractions in the ascending order. The given set of fractions, 2 over 9, 7 over 9, 3 over 9, 4 over 9, 1 over 9, 6 over 9, and 5 over 9. So let's see. We're going to arrange this in ascending order. So when you say ascending order, that is from lowest to highest. Okay, go back to the ruling. No? Ano pa yung rule doon? The smaller numerator,
The bigger.
the smaller din. Okay? The larger numerator, the larger din. Okay po? The larger fraction. So, asan dyan ang smaller numerator?
1.
1. Okay, so 1 po ang mauuna. Yan po ang pinaka maliit. Naintindihan? So, 1 over 9. Pangalawa,
2.
2.
pangatlo,
3.
3. Pang-apat,
4.
4.
lima.
5.
5.
5 po.
6.
Pang-anim,
6.
7.
tapos 7. Ayan na ba yung arrangement niya from lowest to highest? Ang pinakamataas pala ay 7 over 9. Yes po. Okay? So, naka-ascending order na po. Okay, how about this number 2 or the second one? We have here another set of fractions to be arranged, no? Using ascending order. Napansin niyo pare-pareho ang numerators?
Opo.
We have
Opo.
common numerators. So, ang hindi pare-pareho yung denominator. Okay? If this will be the case, we have to focus ourselves, no? Sabi doon sa ruling, the lesser, no? The lesser or the smaller denominator, the larger or greater fraction. The smaller denominator, the greater fraction. Ano ngayon ang mauna? Anong
The
pinaka
25.
7 over 25. That is correct. Pangalawa,
7 over
7
8.
over
7 over 18. Pangatlo,
7
7
over
over
11.
11 po.
7/11. Okay. Pangapat,
7 over
7 over
10.
10 po.
7 over 10. Panglima, yan. 7
7
over
over 8.
7
Ibig
over
sabihin, pinakamataas pala ang 7 over 8 among the fractions na 7 over 25, 7 over 18, 7 over 11, and 7 over 10. So, pinakamataas si 7, 8. Naintindihan?
Opo.
Opo.
So, we have here arranging the similar fraction in ascending or descending order. Right? So, dissimilar po tayo. Now, we are going to focus ourselves about the dissimilar fractions. So, when we say dissimilar fractions, no, hindi na po similar yung, what you call this, hindi na po common yung numerator, hindi na rin po common yung denominator. If this will be the case, we have to follow these 3 steps. Number 1, get the LCD of the denominator of the fractions. Sige nga, number 2, pakibasa nga. Number 2.
Bilya po.
Namak po.
O sige, go, Vilya.
Change all fractions into similar fractions using the LCD and
Number 3.
Orbe po.
Orbe.
Number 3, arrange the fraction in ascending to descending order.
Okay, ascending to descending order. So, ascending or descending order. Alright po. So, tatlong steps lang po ang susundin natin. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin. Let's start with step number 1. Step number 1, get the LCD of the denominator of the given fractions. So, example. So, 5 over 6, 11 over 12, 3/4, 23 over 24. This is our given fractions. Now,
2 po, LCD.
we will apply the multiples, no? Multiples of 4, 6, 12, and 24. So multiples of 4, 4, plus 4, 8, plus 4, 12, plus 4, 16, plus 4, 20, plus 4, 24. How about 6? 6, dagdagan ng 6, 12, dagdagan ng 6, 18, dagdagan ng 6, 24. Then 12, dagdagan ng 12, 24. Yung 24, copy 24. So meron na tayong common. No? We have common denominator already. So 24 po ang ating least common denominator. Okay po? Yes? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Nakuha nyo yung ating multiples of 4, multiples of 6, multiple of 24, multiple of 12. Naintindihan po?
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Opo.
Okay. So, isang method po o isang pamamaraan ng pagkuha ng LCD po. Yan. Okay. So, step number 2, change all fractions into similar fractions using the LCD. Bakit po? Bakit kailangan pang palitan yung mga fractions ng similar fractions? Opo, gamit ang LCD kasi nga kailangan natin palitan lahat ng mga ibinigay na fractions, no? Para magiging similar fractions na mas madali na pong i-identify which of those set of fractions ang pinakamababa, no? At pinakamataas. Naintindihan? Mas madali nang i-arrange. Naintindihan?
Opo.
Yan.
Opo.
So, again, this is the given fractions, a set of fractions. So, 5 over 6, 11 over 12, 3/4, and 23 over 24. Now, ito po yung kanilang equivalent fractions. Yung 5 over 6 ay equal sa 20 over 24. Likewise, 11 over 12, pareho ng 22 over 24. 3/4, pareho ng 18 over 24. 23 over 24 is equal to 23/24. Ito na po yung LCD natin, 24. Paano tayo nagkaroon ulit ng bagong numerator? So 24 divided by 6. Ilan? How many 6 do we have
4.
in 24? It's
4.
apat.
4.
Then multiply it by 5. So 4 times
20.
5 is 20.
20
So
po.
ito na po yung kanyang equivalent fraction. So 20/24. Next, 24 divided by 12. How many 12 do we have
2.
from
2.
the 24 itself? It is 2. 2 times 11 is
22.
22. So we have a new
22 po.
fraction which is equal to 11/12. 22/24. Next, 24 divided by 4. How many 4 do we have in 24?
11.
No,
Ay,
44
6.
only. 6.
6. Sir.
6 times 3.
18.
18. So we have here 18/24. And of course, 24 divided by 24, that is 1. 1 times 23 is 20. So ito na po yung fractions natin. So alam na natin kung alin dyan ang pinakamababa. Yung 3/4. Tama? Yes,
Opo. Opo.
Tama po.
3/4. Pangalawa. Pangalawa sa mababa. Yung 5 over
Yung over 6 po.
5/6.
5/6.
Tatlo, 11/12.
11/12.
And of course, 23/24. And that is step number 3. Sabi niya, arrange the fractions in ascending order. Okay, this is the given fraction. So the first to be written is 3/4, followed by 5, 6, 11, 12. And of course, the last one, we have 23/24. Can you follow?
Yes.
Opo. Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, if in case nakalimutan niyo po ang on how to get the LCD, what shall we do? Yung gagawa lang tayo ng paraan. If you know how to divide, of course, you divide 3 divided by 4. The dividend is 3, then the divisor is 4. Tapos magdi-divide po kayo. Kahit hanggang 2 decimal places lang po. Okay? So when I say 2 decimal places, we have the tens and hundreds place only. Naintindihan? Naintindihan po?
Opo.
Opo.
5 divided by 6, 11 divided by 12, 24 divided by 4. Pero ito po ay matrabaho po. Okay? So ginagawa ko lang sa inyo kung anong paraan ninyo. No? So magdi-divide kayo. So makikita ninyo after dividing, no? They gave you what? Decimal. So
Decimal.
0.75, 0.83, 0.92, 0.96. What if non-terminating po yan, hindi terminating katulad ng 3/4? Repeating po siya, putulin na lang ninyo hanggang 2 decimal places, hanggang hundreds place lang. Okay po, putulin na ninyo. Paano pagpuputol? You have to round off the hundreds place for as long as the thousands is 5 or greater than 5. Naintindihan? So, kung 0.836 yung nandito, greater than 5 po siya, i-round off the 3, gawin yung 0.84 na. Ganun po yung pag-round off. Kung ang kasunod ni 2 ay 8, i-round off na si 2, magiging 93 na. So, 0.93. Kung ang kasunod ni 6 ay 4, so 0.964, no? Yun pa rin po as is. So 0.96. So madali nang ma-identify kung alin diyan ang pinakamababa. Tama? Si 0.75. So siyempre 3/4. Kasunod si 5/6. Kasunod si 11/6. And of course the last 23/24. Okay? So, hindi ko sinasabing tinuturuan kayo ng pandaraya paggamit ng calculator. Hindi naman po pandaraya yon. For as long as natutunan mong mag-solve ng manual. Okay? Magdi-divide manually. You should know that. And of course, using the calculator. Okay? In the absence of calculator, you can still what? Solve. No? You can still divide the 3 fourths, the 5, 6, 11, 12, and 23 over 24. Okay, kunyari, wala nang technology. Wala na tayong calculator. Manual na lang po. Bumalik na tayo sa dating kinagisnan ng ating mga lolo, lola. Puro manual. Okay? Alam pa rin po natin mag-divide. Naintindihan? Hello?
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Okay. So,
Opo.
kasi nga, hindi natin ina-apply ito sa pagdi-divide ng ganyan pag-arrange. Naghahanap tayo ng mas madaling paraan. Okay po? Naghahanap tayo ng mas madaling paraan. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo mag-try ng ganito, magko-cross multiply, i-cross multiply bawat isa, mahirap. Okay? You're wasting your time. Okay po? Naintindihan?
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Okay. So, let us continue.
Yes.
So, eto na po yung ating summary. The given fractions, get the LCD. After that, you change them into similar fractions. Then, kung nakalimutan po, pwede kayong mag-decimal, mag-divide. Okay? Ang pangatlong pagkakataon or under ng step number 3, you have to arrange the fractions from ascending to descending or from lowest to highest. No? It depends on the given instruction. Okay po? Pag sinabing ascending, of course, you start from the lowest, no? Going to highest fraction. If this is descending, you start from highest, no? And ends with the lowest fraction. Naintindihan? Right. So,
Opo.
I'll teach you another method on how to get the LCD before letting you answer some of the examples. So example, find the LCD of the fraction 7 over 12 and 5 over 18. Factor each denominator into each primes. No? So when we say primes po, yung factors are 1 and the number itself. Katulad nitong 3, ang factors lang yan ay yung 1 at saka yung sarili niyang 3. And that is what we call the factors of this prime, which is 3, are 1 and the number 3 itself. Did you get? Nakuha nyo? Okay, so let us start with this denominator of 7 over 12, which is 12. So 12. So what are the factors of this 12? 3 times 4. Sir, is it possible yung 2 and 6? Opo, you can use that. Okay, pwede naman po. Yung 6 doon ay still composite. You have to get the prime factors. 2 times 3. Yun pa rin po. So 3 times 4, tapos yung 3 ay prime, yung 4 ay composite. So hanapin nyo pa rin po yung kanyang prime factors ng 4. We have 2 times 2. Pagkatapos niyan, kukunin niyo po yung mga prime factors natin ng 12. You have to list down at the right side. So we have 12 at the left side. 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. Tama? Then, pagdating doon sa 18 naman, you will get its prime factors, 3 times 6. Then, we have 6, hindi pa po prime factors yun. Hindi pa prime yung number 6. So, all we have to do is get its prime factors. So, what are the prime factors of this 6? We have 2 and 3. Naintindihan? Then, that's the time you're going to write the prime factors at the left side. So 18 is equal to 2 times 3 times 3. Then bring down the columns. Yan. Nandito na tayo sa gitna. So, get a pair of 2. Common po yung 2 sa dalawang numbers na 12 and 18. Kuha tayo ng isa. Parang sample lang po. Get 1. Walang kapartner yung 2 na isa. Okay lang po, i-bring down ninyo. Then, may mag-partner na 3. Get kayo ng isang sample o isang 3. Walang kapartner yung 3 na isa. Kopyahin nyo po, kunin nyo, bring down. Okay? So, lahat ng mga ito may kapareha at walang kapareha. Ito na po yung nagiging resulta. Okay? So, multiply the factors. The product is the LCM. So, 2 times 2, 4 times 3 is 12. Times 3 is 36. Tama po. And that is the LCM. Paano naman po yung LCD, sir? The LCD of 7 over 12 and 5 over 18 is 36. Kaya tinawag na LCD kasi denominators po sila ng fractions. Okay? Pagkakuha natin ng LCD, yan po yung tinatawag nating least common denominator. Okay? Bakit po pareho sila LCM and LCD po? Oo, pareho sila ng pagkuha ng sagot. Yung nga lang, magkaiba sila ng title. So when we say LCM, least common multiples naman po. Numbers lang po yon. Numbers po ang given, 12 and 18 lang. Samantala kapag itong 12 and 18 po ay denominators ng fractions or ng numerators na 7 and 5 respectively. Okay po? Naintindihan? Kaya LC
Yes.
and LCD ay pareho po, magkaiba lang po sila ng title. Pero yung way ng pagkuha ay pareho. Another example we have here, find the least common denominator of 9 over 20 and 8 over 35. Primes pa rin po. We will apply the primes or prime factorization. So, what are the factors of 20? 2 times 10. What are the factors of 10? 2 times 5. Okay? So, lahat ng mga nasa dulo ng line going down ay prime numbers na po. Prime yung 2, prime yung 2, prime yung 5. So, meaning to say, ito po yung kokopyahin natin lahat ng prime. So, 20, these are the prime factors. 2 times 2 times 5. Then next, isunod natin si 35. Let's get its prime factors. So, 5 times 7. So 5 times 7 are 5 and 7 are already prime factors or are already prime numbers. Yes, they are already prime numbers. Okay. So ililist down na natin by column. So walang kapartner si 2, kuha tayo ng sample. Wala tayong kuha din tayo ng 2. Merong kaparehong 5, kuha tayo ng sample na 5. Tapos, walang kaparehong 7, kuha tayo ng 7. So, ito na po lahat yon. So, 2 times 2, 4 times 5, 20 times 7 is 140. So, the LCD is 140. Naintindihan? So, multiples po, pwede ninyo i-apply po. Pwede rin po itong prime factorization. Okay, yung ibang libro, ang tawag nila dito ay factor 3. Naintindihan? Factor 3. Bakit tinawag na 3? It looks like puno kasi. Naintindihan? Kaya factor 3. Naintindihan?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
po.
So meron pa tayong meron pa tayong isang method diyan yung nung naalala ko nung LM ako. Decomposition method. Hindi ko alam kung meron pang baka iniba na yung tawag. Decomposition method. Pinapaliit hanggang sa magiging prime lahat. Okay? Okay po. So, let us practice again. Arrange in ascending order. Puro practice, Number 1. 2 over 7, pare-pareho ang denominators. Alin dyan ang pinakamababang fraction?
2 over 7.
2 over 7.
2 over 7.
over.
Kasunod.
4 over
4 over
7.
4 over 7. Pangatlo.
6 over 7.
over 7.
The last one.
11 over 7.
So that is correct. So 2 over 7, 4 over 7, 6 over 7, 11 over 7. Okay, that is correct. And of course, this number 2, no? This is our example, no?
3 over 4.
Applying the yes, in applying the three steps on how to uh, arrange, no, these similar fractions using ascending or descending orders. Then, of course, number 3, yung number 3 natin, you simply get the LCD. Then after getting the LCD, that's what you're going to convert or change all the fractions into their similar fractions. No? Kapag similar fractions na, pwede na ninyong i-arrange ng gusto ninyong arrangement if it is ascending or descending. Ayan. So 1/2, 7/10, 4/5. Okay? So maybe you are now ready to sharpen your minds, no? So let us sharpen our minds. But before that, of course, let me hear from you how to compare fractions. Anyone? How to compare fractions? Sige nga. Wala. Yes. Sige, go ahead. Go ahead.
Comparing fraction. To compare fraction,
Similar
similar
fractions.
fraction, the greater numerator, the larger fraction.
Okay. So what else?
The smaller denominator, the greatest fraction.
The smaller denominator, the greater
The
fraction.
greater
Okay?
fraction.
So how to arrange these similar fractions naman po? Anyone? Wala? Sige, give me your or give me the step number 1. Sige po. Sige po.
Orbe po.
Orbe.
Oo na po.
Number 1, get the LCD of all denominator of the fractions.
Okay, so that is the number 1. So get the LCD of all
LCD.
the denominators of the given fractions. Okay? Number 2.
Oo na po. Anak po.
Ona.
Change all fractions into similar fractions using the LCD.
Okay, so change all the fractions into similar fractions using the LCD. And of course, the last one.
Oo na po.
Orbe.
Wala na iba. So Ona, so all those. Sino? Sino po?
Verador po.
Mirasol?
Verador po.
Verador, I'm sorry. Sige, go. Verador.
Arrange the fractions in ascending descending order.
Okay, so arrange the fractions in ascending or descending orders depending on the given instruction to you. So since you know already when you say ascending, you have to arrange the fractions from lowest to highest. If it's descending, you have to arrange the fraction from highest to lowest. Okay po? Now, it's your time or it's your turn to answer only the number 1. Only the number 1 in letter A, number 1 in letter B, and number 1 in letter C. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay? Naintindihan? This is serve as our practice. Naintindihan? Kahit 1 lang,
Yes
2
po.
minutes.
Yes
I'll give
po.
you 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Doon sa number 3, kukunin ang LCD. 577.
Sasagutan na po ba lahat yan?
Hindi mo narinig. Letter A, number 1. Letter B, number 1. Letter C, number 1. All 1.
Okay po.
Twenty seconds.
Tapos na po.
Alright.
Tapos na po.
Okay.
Tapos na po.
Alright.
Tapos na po, sir.
Okay. So let's see now. Number 1, what is your answer?
Orbe po.
Orbe.
Greater than.
Mm-hmm. Is it greater?
Mamak po.
Mama.
Ona po. Castro po. Less
Mama.
than po.
Okay, so 5/8 is less than 9/10. Okay po. So, mas mataas po si 9/10 kumpara sa 5/8. Napansinin ninyo class, very close po si 9 and 10. 1 lang po ang difference nila. Okay po. Okay. So, number 2. Nasagutan ba
Ona
niyo
po.
number 2?
Orbe po.
Orbe
Orbe
po.
po.
Ano sagutan yan? Number 2?
Yeah po.
Orbe po.
Okay. Anong sagot dyan?
Ona po. Mamak po.
Orbe? Nasagutan mo
18.
yung number 2?
Opo. 18/7. 13/7. Ay, hindi. 23/7. 18/7. 13/7. 9/7. 5/7. 1/7.
Di kaya baliktad ka? Ascending order? Sabi doon, the greater numerator, the greater fraction.
De Castro po, sir.
De
Po.
Castro.
1/7, 5/7, 9/7, 13/7, 18/7, 23/7 po.
Alright. So, Orbe? Okay na, Orbe?
Opo.
Okay. So, mas mababang numerator, mas mababang fraction. Okay. Diyan lang muna ang sagot natin dun sa letter A. Nandiyan na. Kinumpleto ko na. Okay. So, 1/7, 5/7, 9/7, 13/7, 18/7, and of course, 23/7. Okay. So, how about letter C, number 1?
Ulatan po.
Yeah po.
Anyone? Bulate?
Bulatan po.
Bulat.
Bulatan. I'm sorry.
6/7, 3,
3 over.
3, 5, and 1/7 po.
Okay. So, kompletuhin muna natin letter B. So, 13/41 and so on. 2/9 and so on. Number 4, 1/8 and so on. And number 5, 11/24 and so on. So, we have here 6/7, 3/5, and 1/7. Okay. And of course, no? So, you can screenshot this one. No? You try to arrange, no? You try to arrange them in your own without seeing my answers yet. No? Then after answering, that's the time you're going to compare your answer with my answer. Okay po? Para makapag-practice kayo. Naintindihan?
Opo.
Opo,
Para,
sir.
maka-
Opo.
Opo.
para makapag-practice kayo. Baka makalimutan ninyo eh. The lesser numerator, the lesser fraction. Ganun na lang. Okay? The lesser denominator, the greater fraction. Okay, so ito po ang inyong assignment. 6/10. Paki-screenshot po, 6/10. Pakilagay po sa messenger natin, group chat. Done?
Done na po.
Done na po.
Letter B. Screenshot it to, then send it to our messenger. Is it done?
Done.
Done na po.
Of
Done na
course,
po.
Done na
that's
po.
what we have. Letter C. Arrange the following in descending order. We all know that descending order is the reverse or the, what do you call this? Yung kabaliktaran ng ascending. That is what we call descending. Sisimula kayo sa greater fraction down to the, yung ano yun? Down to the lowest fraction. No? Is this done already?
Done na
Done.
po.
Done na po.
Alright, so with that, of course, maraming salamat. Thank you for listening and God bless.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you, sir.
Bye,